This is E.Wilson, the Conversator from the JTC Exchange Radio Show. JTC on the move, and I'm coming to you live from Reading, Pennsylvania. I am excited to be here. You know, we've been talking about the importance of fathers, of men stepping up, getting back in the game, and really being mentors and engaged in our son and our daughter's lives. And I have my man, Mr. Jeffrey Flowers, a.k.a. The Doc, right here in Reading. So first, when we get into that, Doc, how are you doing, brother? How you doing today, Doc?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed, you know. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be with you. You know, it's always a pleasure, you know, to meet up with somebody that, you know, that's doing positive things, you know. And with you, I'm just totally excited just to be here with you.
You got that coming straight from the Doc. You know, so Doc, you know, we know that you're a long-standing employee at AWI, but more importantly, you know, we know you got your hands full with your own son. So what are some of the things that right now that you've been working on your son with as far as just him overall?
Okay, time. You know, I'm putting in time. You know, he was, I was training him for basketball, so he was cut. So he felt some kind of way, so I took him under my wing. And, you know, we got to guide our children. You know, we got to talk to them, sit down and conversate with them. So, you know, now we're moving to the next phase of his athletic ability, which is track. You know, he runs the 100, he runs the 200, he runs the 4x4 and the 400 relay, which he is excelling. I think that's his sport, you know, so I'm training him personally, and I have friends doing it for me because, see, our kids are only going to be good as we teach them to be.
Wow. You know, Doc, it's impressive to hear you speak the stats or the different, you know, ranges of his track, you know, which goes to show that you are truly engaged. You know, it'd be one thing if you had a notepad like me and saying this is what he does, but to run that off the top of your head, man, just speaks volumes about the involvement you have in your son's life. So since we're on that, talking about the importance of a father, and here it is, Doc, you are engaged. You know, we know that there are millions of men who are not, whether they're by incarceration, whether they're just not involved, whether it's baby mama drama, you know, gang violence. You know, a lot of kids out here with no direction, so you kind of started it. So continue to add on to what you're saying, Doc. You know, how important is it, man, for us men, myself, yourself, others, to be involved as men in the community, man? How important is it, Doc?
It's real important. It's real, and I repeat that, it's real important, because I'm gonna give you a great example. You know, I married into a little girl's life. She was 1 year old, my wife's daughter. You know, I took her up under my wing. She's my daughter because she's 21 years old. You know, she's in college, plus I had a daughter outside before we got married. So here I helped raise a girl, you know, that wasn't my daughter, took her under my wing, did everything that God allowed me to do to be there for her, accepting her as my daughter. And here she's in her second year at Temple University. Then I have another daughter that she is in Cabrini Academy in Radnor Township. She's in her second year of college. And then, you know, this is why it's important for us to be there for our children. See, by me feeding them this stuff from the cradle, now my son's in task with that. He's looking at college, you know, he wants to go to Penn State, you know. But like, I'm gonna break it down real simple. It's real important because, see, my legacy, you know, there was 7 of us. There was never no one-on-one. So when it's just you and your kids, you know, you gotta give them the love that you never had. And it don't cost you nothing but time and effort. You know, and I thank God every day that I was a vision of hope for them, because they cherished me and I cherished them too. You know, it's very simple. Time.
Doc said it right here, time. And that is awesome, Doc, because it goes to show whether you are the biological or not. You know, you play a role. If you're on the scene and you have access for the brothers out there who may be with a woman or may be married to a woman, and you're saying, well, that's not my child, well, guess what? Yes, it is, because if they're living in your house, or even if they're just coming by on the weekends, you still have influence, and if she doesn't get it from you, she's going to get it from another man who does not have her best interests in mind. So on that note, Doc, what do you say to the brothers out there who are struggling with getting involved, or who are maybe on their game but not seeing the results? So bottom line is that they don't really see the worth of being engaged, what do you say to them, Doc, to help them to understand that giving up is not an option?
We as men and fathers and parents, let's say like that, we need to take our position, head of the household, run the household, be there for our children. It's very important because, if you look at us as Afro-Americans, 80 to 90% of us are incarcerated, and that's horrible. Then our kids run amok. They don't only have a man, they don't have a man in their life. So, a woman can't teach them to be a man. The man has to teach them the things, the qualities of being a man, a respectable man, a young man growing into a man. So, it's not a woman's place. They have to sit back and let us do our job. And I thank God that I did mine to the best of my ability. To the brothers out there, take your place. Move to the forefront. Come out of the closet, out of the darkness. Get with your children. Man, only you can make them be a man. That's nothing but time. Time is precious, You can't put a dollar value on time because, we could be here today, going tomorrow. Thank God that I'm here and I'm doing what I got to do for my children.
Well, Doc, so true. Time, and we really have to live and we have to pour into our children every day like it's the last day because, like you said, we don't know. And the last thing we want to do is to leave here knowing that we didn't equip them like we should have with the time that we were given to at least put them in the best possible position to succeed, both spiritually, relationship-wise, financial-wise, the whole 9 yards, man. So what you're saying, Doc, is a mouthful. So for the brothers out there who may be struggling, listen, man, you got 2 brothers right here who's in the game. All you need is one brother to find that cares about his family or is crazy enough to take the forefront and really strive to lead, man. So if you want more information, or if you're that brother struggling, whether you're in New York, California, Texas, or Chicago, it doesn't matter. Holler us at the JTC Exchange. Go to www.jtcexchange.org. Go on to the Contact Us link, or you can email us at jtcexchange@gmail.com. Listen, man, you are not by yourself. You need to be encouraged. You need to hold it down because we're cheering for you. Because if you don't make it, we don't make it, man. And so we all have to stick together. So this is E.Wilson, the Conversator, with my man Jeffrey Flowers, a.k.a. The Doc, coming to you live from Reading, Pennsylvania. JTC Exchange on the move. Remember, if you're going to have a conversation, make it a good one. We're out.